last question. The last question is about colors.
Yes.
Are the colors that affect us?
Yes.
Do humans see the same colors differently?
Yes.
For example, I see red color.
Stop. Thank you.
Okay.
So, for example, all colors are all the same in all worlds, in all dimensions, in all fields. It's the same energy dimension, it's the same energy resonance. Now, in humans tend to have the mind filters on it. The mind filters. And thus then, for example, you as a true being, you as a, you would say, spiritual being, you all are the same. No matter who you are. No matter what you think you are, you all operate the same. You all operate with your feelings on your heart, with your emotions, and so on. The difference is that, for example, you see a yellow color, it somehow resonates with your joy. Others sees a red color, and he is a completely different being. He sees and feels this color. For example, he sees the color completely the same as yellow, completely without any difference. But his energy resonates to this color in completely different direction. For example, sadness, or for example, lack of love, or for example, in some other direction that he may have. Now the idea, as I want to tell, is, and you humans also have the mind filters on it. So for example, you see a yellow color, I see a yellow color, we all start smiling and we all start becoming happy. But for example, somebody has a mind filter to it and he says, oh no, I'm not supposed to laugh. Oh no. I must calm down my emotions, I must calm down this and that and this and that. So for example, in this point, the biggest intention, the biggest, you would say, force is growing down, lowering down, is the mind filters that each and everybody has. And the mind filters are basically emotions interpreted into mind, emotions interpreted into thought forms. So basically, as the next question, which is, can color help into healings? You would say colors can reflect your emotions, and your emotions thus then can reflect your thought forms. And then you can come across to these thought forms and see and feel these thought forms a little bit more. But this is many levels lower. And from our perspective about colors, in our world, in our dimension, in our place where we exist, and we explore the existence as we have it, and we see the existence through our, you would say, bodies as we have it, we all see colors the same. But it's the energy resonance that changes the emotional effect to it. We don't have mind as much as you humans have mind. Therefore, we see the colors more emotionally, more tastefully, and more, you would say, into feelings. Humans first see them emotionally, and then the mind filter comes in and pops this and pops that and pops this and that and this and that, and therefore you would say he starts seeing this color in a completely different direction. Now, this answer was a little bit complicated. We would love to share something more, but we would love to have the next question.
Thank you, but actually the question was about do I see physically red color exactly like my friend? Physically.
But we already answered.
Okay, thank you. Is there a difference what type of clothes we wear?
We will answer this question a little bit more about the physically, quote unquote, physically. The color, maybe we would say 30% is being perceived through your physical eyes. That creates the emotional effect or the feeling effect in you. So the idea and the answer is that only those 30% are physical perspectives. The rest, even with your eyes closed, people who tend to be sensual feelings, they can get the more out of it, the more feelings out of those colors. They are colors as, for example, a yellow wall. They are colors, for example, a yellow light shining upon you. But the physical mind, physical body tends to have only like 30% of the actual taste from that color. So physically speaking, about the same red color, the other may see it, well, a little bit slightly differenter because the filter of his own energy that changed the color, And the filter always, you would say, physical eyes that change the color. But this is in total approximately 30%, as you would say, in terms of percentage. And there are beings who are, you would say, cannot recognize colors. And this is a completely different genetical perspective on those things. And this is a more deeper and a more larger story that we would not love to share it right now in terms of a short time period that we have limited right now. Next question.
Actually, I have a little more. I want a little more conversation about that. I'm interested in. So I have saw that blind people who never saw a color, they paint green grass, they paint blue heaven. So they see the same as people who can see.
That's what we were saying. That
I just wanted to understand that. How
you just gave
works.
a confirmation of that. How it works, how do they know and feel that heaven is blue?
Yes.
Not the heaven, you mean sky.
Okay.
Sky, and the grass is green.
Yes.
Because, as we were saying, you would say also that the physical eye sees nearly only 30% of that actually what is being seen. But the idea and the story is that human mind loves to jump in as a filter, and he would love to say, the mind would love to say, no, it's already 1,000 times been said that the human eyes are yet for us so that we can see. But the mind doesn't know that energy can be felt, energy can be tasted, and you actually see only 30% of your eyes that you can see. The rest happens with your, you would say, energy centers. You also have the stories about third eye, as we would describe it, as energy centers, deeper energy centers. And many of humans perceive and see energetically perceive and see those dimensions. You would say travels, outside body travels, and they see and feel with their, you would say, inner energy, the same stuff, the same thing, even more detailed and more colorful than you as humans who are not blind can see. And they can share more and more colorful images because they don't have a visual mind interpretation on those things that you people who are not blind have. So basically, from our perspective, those people who are blind are spiritually even way visionary, classified A as you are, people who are not blind. So we would love to share and continue the next question.